Hello Pisces, it's Keegan. Hope that you're all doing well. I am checking in with you for your mid-November 2020 check-in reading. These will be probably a bit shorter than the first of the month readings, but I do like to check in with you mid-month to see what's going on, to see if there's anything new, or if sometimes in mid-month readings I pick up on an entirely new group of people who haven't watched my channel before. So that might be what happens here. Regardless, it's good to hang out with you for a little bit. I'm going to shuffle this deck a little bit more as I'm talking to you. I want to let you guys know a little bit here at the beginning because I would forget if I get started with the cards. I'm still doing personal readings. I have some spaces still open for the last full week of November. If you're interested, the pricing's on the screen. You can send me an email, keaghantarot@gmail.com. Be sure to let me know which of the three 30, 60, or 90-minute options you're interested in. The natal chart tarot readings that I offered at the beginning of the month are all sold out. I don't have any more room for those, and I want to let you guys know that those will come back probably in January. That'll be the first chance I'll have to offer those again. So let's dive into the reading here. I just want to give this deck a cut. Okay, so Pisces, let's get some cards down to see what wants to start this conversation between the two of us, what wants to be revealed to me. And then I have other decks off to the side that I can use for clarifying as we go. First card coming out for you, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is coming out reversed here. So Pisces, I do sense that there is something that's happened recently. This would be within the past month or two probably. That just feels like it didn't work the way that you wanted it to, or something went very sideways, even though you were trying your best to not have that happen. There's a certain amount of it's like out of control energy that I'm sensing, and that was really upsetting to you. It just feels like everything started to unravel, and you were trying to stop one string, and then you would notice another string was going, and eventually you just couldn't even hold on anymore. You had to let go of it all and just see what happened. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a Tower card come out, honestly. It feels that intense. Any more insight on the Wheel of Fortune? Why is it reversed here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune reversed for Pisces? I just heard this again. I don't know if that's related to this card or if that's about the Wheel of Fortune. But it's for some of you, that sensation of just everything unraveling and going sideways and it not being how you want it to play out, it could be related to that. Like it's happened before and it happened and you're like, oh, this again, because you just knew. For some of you, it's like you knew you weren't going to be able to hold it together and that's why you let it go. Others of you held on longer until you had to let go. It's going to be okay, though. I mean, if any card can offset the Wheel of Fortune being reversed, it's the Sun card coming out upright. It's going to be okay. So that's good. We'll put our minds to rest here. It's going to be okay. I think it was very upsetting. I think you're still upset about it, but it's going to be okay. I think the Sun card's coming out mostly just to say, take a deep breath. Things are going to work out. And anything that changes as a result of whatever this was, anything that changes or shifts or adjusts itself, it will adjust itself in a way that it's supposed to. Things will be okay. Nine of Wands coming out upright. For a lot of you, this has led to you putting some boundaries in place. And I think that it was boundaries that were necessary. I'll put it that way. These boundaries that you've put in place they have a couple of purposes for you. One is that you realize they're just necessary and it's something that you hadn't done before. So I'm going to try to give you an example. For some of you, this could be having a conversation with someone and saying, I want us to be exclusive. I don't want us to see other people. That's like an example of putting a boundary in place that you maybe avoided, but you realize it has to be in place now. This, for some of you, this could be a situation where, at work, you say, I want to be here and I want to work, but I've been putting in more hours, more effort, more time, and I'm not seeing any more money. So we have to talk about a raise. Like that's the sort of boundary setting that I'm talking about, where it's you're comfortable doing it because you realize I'm not going to be okay if it's not there. The boundary has to be there. But underneath that kind of assertiveness with the boundaries is setting these boundaries in place. It allows you to keep pushing towards something that you want. With these two cards, like what I was saying with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's something that you want to keep together. There's something you want to make happen, and you get close, and then it all unravels. But you end up picking it up again and trying again with this thing. And you think that having some of these boundaries in place will allow you to keep working at it. Because the Nine of Wands has this energy of keeping going. Finding a reason or motivation or having a pull towards continuing to focus energy and effort towards something. Any more insight for Pisces, please? This is useful to know and understand about Pisces. Two of Wands coming out. This is really about waiting to see what happens next. You've let this play out the way that it played out. I think you feel this energy of it's fine. I'm going to put some of these boundaries in place so that I can try to keep things from getting worse, make things a little bit better, be able to continue on this path that I want to be on. And now I'm waiting to see what happens. I'm waiting to see if this is enough. I'm planning what I'll do if I need to do more. Okay? This feels like something... We have the Death card coming out here, flying over onto the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. I said I would be shocked if I saw the Tower. Well, the Death card is coming out instead. And the Three of Cups reversed also coming out here. I'll put this card over on this side because it feels like it could be connected a little bit. Let's talk about this. This to me feels like you distancing yourself in some way from some aspect of this drama. So this feels to me like in this situation, you felt that there was a person or a group of people who did not support you, who did not have your back. And your decision in this is to let them become less of a factor in this situation that you find yourself in. You're letting go of the attachment to the opinions or the feedback from a specific person or a group of people who you feel don't have your best interest in at heart. You're focusing on you and what you want, and these boundaries feel like they're connected to that. Telling people you're not involved in this anymore. Your opinion about this isn't something that I'm listening to. That's part of what those boundaries are. The other thing with this Death card is you have a willingness to let things look different. There's an energy here of being open to things looking different, feeling different, being different, allowing something to transform, allowing something to shift into something different than what it currently is. And I think that might lead to some really big changes in your life, that openness to that. I think some of you are seeing that you have other options available to you Again, for this could be for I might have a lot of people who are watching this for work. It doesn't have to be work, but what this feels like to me is someone who looks at what they contribute to a situation. Let's say a job. They finally look at everything that they do and how much they accomplish and how hard they work, and what percentage of the success is directly attributed to them, and then they realize they're not getting anything back. And so in that moment they look and think, I have lots of proof that I'm good. I could go to this company or this company or this company or this company, and they would be so happy to have me, and they would probably pay me more. Why am I staying in this when I could go here? Is that sort of energy. And again, it doesn't have to be about work, but that's an easy analogy for me to show you. This could be a situation in which some of you might be looking at a friendship and realizing that, this friend isn't really there for you the way that you're there for them, and that when you have something good come in, like let's say you get into a relationship, this friend becomes super dramatic and super jealous and super possessive of you, and they try to undermine and damage the relationship that you have, and you finally look and say, why am I friends with this person? They take and take and take, they don't give anything back, and then when I get something good, they derail it because it's not all about them. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up from this death card. You've pinpointed certain people or or a certain person at least, that you've just written them out of the equation, and you think that's part of what's going to help those boundaries that I was talking about. King of Swords reversed, showing itself. We had another card come out I want to just take a look at. The Eight of Coins coming out reversed. So this feels like that person that I was just talking about. So King of Swords reversed, very sneaky, manipulative, dishonest, mean type of energy, coming out with the Eight of Coins reversed, which is about just not being willing to put in effort, not being willing to put in work, demanding perfection from you, but not contributing that same energy back. You know who that person is. I feel like everyone listening to me right now knows exactly who I'm talking about there. I felt like a big collective nod, like a yes. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense why you would put some boundaries in place around that person, especially if they were coming in and sort of causing issues and problems, right? Have a group of cards. I'm going to take them this way because of the card that's on top. Seven of Coins coming out here, and I feel like this is not a situation where this card would be reversed, where it's a thing that you're giving up too soon. I feel like boundaries are good in this situation. I feel like you feel solid about that, especially with the Sun card coming in. So I'm going to take the Seven of Coins upright, meaning you're in a place where you have done what you need to do. You've thought about things. You've put things in place. You've tried to do everything you can to work this out. And again, it's like the energy of this Two of Wands. You're waiting to see the results. And you're hoping they're going to be positive results. And I think that they will be because of the Sun card. I'm going to move that Sun card up to the top. Ten of Wands coming out as well here. There's a certain amount of worry on your side, Pisces. I might have been saying Cancer. Some of you might have been dealing with Cancer. I think I said Cancer a couple of times, but this is Pisces. If you're dealing with a Cancer, it's just acknowledgement coming through at this point. There's a certain amount of, I'm going to say concern, but it's just sort of like a hesitant energy that pushing this and putting boundaries in place and being open to big change, right? That it can potentially put you in a place in which you will really have a lot on your shoulders. The Ten of Wands is about being very burdened, very stressed out to the point of exhaustion. And there's a certain level of hesitation of doing too much, or pushing things out too far, or pushing people out too far, or standing your ground too much, for fear that it could put you in a place where you have a lot that falls onto you. So again, that could be related to thinking about, well, what if I leave a job and I can't find something else? Well, don't quit until you have something else lined up. That's an easy way of solving that, right? What if I do stop being friends with this person and then they turn all of our other mutual friends against me? Well, then those don't sound like that great of friends, right? Like there's a hesitation of, well, what if I do this and then this happens? Well, if it happens, ultimately, it was for your good, because the Sun card is sitting here. It's either a sign that, oh, I think I just made everything go dark. It's a sign that if a person drops away, or if people drop away, or connection drops away, or your life has to change, or you need to be in a new place, or you need to be in a new job, then that's where you were supposed to be. But you have to prioritize yourself here. So anything else? It was just Fool card coming out. There's that Wheel of Fortune reversed again. Okay, so for those of you who are still listening to me, we're at 16 minutes, so I know a lot of people have clicked away and stopped watching, right? So for those of you who are still listening to me, more than likely, this situation that you found yourself in was about some sort of a, I'm going to say towards a romantic, at this point, I'll say romantic decision that you made. Some romantic relationship that you went after, that people had opinions about, that there was some sort of a blow up. This Wheel of Fortune reversed. It's been something in the past couple of months. It's been very dramatic. You've put boundaries in place with certain people, but you're open to letting things change, even though it's slightly concerning for you. And you've done some preliminary stuff here, and you're waiting to see how that comes out. But this Fool card, if there are some of you who are still listening that aren't listening to this from romantic point of view, this could just be about a desire to have that feeling that you are embarking on something new, some new path, some new adventure, or having some sort of desire or willingness at this point to take a chance in demanding that you're shown more acknowledgement or recognition for your efforts. But I think most of you listening to me at this point are on a path with this being a romantic sort of situation. So let's go through this deck one more time and see if anything else wants to come out. If not, we will move to getting an oracle card or two for you specific to this. I think the overall theme in this reading is you've done what you feel like you need to do for now, and you're waiting to see what happens. It's a holding pattern as you're letting things. It's not that nothing's happening. I don't want you to misunderstand, but you've sort of stepped back and you're watching and waiting to see what this ends up doing. This Death card. What's left at the end of it all? Where do people land? What happens? How do things shift? What decisions do you need to make as a result of it? So as you're in that energy, Pisces, what's the best advice or guidance for you? What is best for Pisces to know, understand, or hear specific to this reading? Please, thank you. Okay, so I think we have three. So first card says, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Be mindful of your energy and your focus, Pisces. Try to keep your mind focused as much as possible on what it is that you want, what it is that you're hoping to achieve. Don't let your energy get dragged down by focusing on the stuff that makes you mad, or the stuff that makes you sad or upset or frustrated. Focus on the things you can control and where you want to move yourself. I am the dreamer of my dream. Same energy. You're in control of creating what it is that you want. It's your responsibility to make your life look and feel the way that you want it to look and feel. It's up to you. And then the last card here, obstacles are detours in the right direction. Whatever this was, whatever this Wheel of Fortune reversed was for you, know that it was a nudge from the universe pushing you into the direction that is meant to be best for you. And so I feel like you are starting to do what you can at this point to follow it. So just continue going forward with that. So thank you for hanging out. If you want to book a personal with me to look at this more deeply or to get advice or insight specific to you, send me an email, keaghantarot@gmail.com. I'll put some extra Pisces videos up for you so that you can watch those, or if you just want to hang out with me some more, you can click on those and I'll be there talking. Okay, thanks guys.